Hello, Facebook. Oh, look at my lighting. Todd will kill me. Hang on. Oh, no. That's right. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Facebook, Facebook, Facebook. Let me just draw those curtains a bit. There we go. Hi. How are you? Hello, somebody. Hello, nice to see you, somebody. I'm just going to share this. Into some groups, apparently. Don't really know what I'm doing. Hi. Oh, look, I love the people. Hello, James Chisholm. I love the people that join me on this because it's like, awesome, dude. James Chisholm, could you do me a favour and share this into the 4 networking community, please? Because I can't work out how to do it. I really do have to get more technically minded, and the camera is over here. That is fast becoming my catchphrase. The camera is over here, not where I'm looking. Hi everybody, how are you? I hope this beautiful, lovely Tuesday is treating you well. Hi Ruth, hi Jen. Thank you for sharing. Please share this video far and wide. I will be eternally grateful. Thank you. I am Graham Todd. Oh, he's your full name all the time. Todd will kill me because he's the social media geezer and he sends me instructions on how to do these properly all the time. I forget all the time how to do it. Kenny! Whoa! Kenny's in the house, everybody. Oh, there's 10 of you already. Lovely. Phil! Bless you. No, we were well looked after. Thank you very much. We're planning to come and see you on Saturday. I will message you. Okay. Anyway, Phil Broders for eyes and glasses and things like that. Everybody, let me introduce Phil Broders. Anyway, so Facebook Live, my weekly happiness live. I am going to be talking to you today about how your thoughts determine your outcomes. So, you are housebound, Kenny, indeed. So I'm going to be reading from my book, from my lovely, beautiful book, Get Happy, which, despite the best efforts of quite a few people, still comes up as backwards to you. Because apparently there's something you can do on your phone that flips it around so that everything reads the right way. But my phone doesn't seem to have that function. There you go. Anyway, so I'm going to read to you today from my book again. And I'm going to read you day 67 today. Okay, so there it is, day 67. Hooray. Are you ready? Are you sitting comfortably in your seats, ready for me to read to you? Lovely. Here we go. Hi, how are you? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That was Henry Ford. He was a clever old bean, wasn't he? I'm sure there are things in your life that you believe you can do. Let's use a simple example. We can all make a cup of tea if we want to. We know we can do that. There is no doubt in our mind that the task is possible, doable, not sure if that's a real word, achievable. In fact, we're so assured in our ability to make a cup of tea that it doesn't even enter our heads to question that ability. Pay attention for a second to that feeling of complete confidence and belief. Now, on the flip side of that quote, if you think you can't do something, then guess what? Chances are you can't. How many things are there in your life that you tell yourself you can't do? Have a go today at taking that cup of tea feeling and applying it to something that you normally tell yourself that you can't do. Now that's day 67 for you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I heartily believe, as most of you who know me know, that our thoughts determine our reality, our thoughts determine our outcomes. Okay, so if you spend your life telling yourself that you can't do this and you can't do that, then honestly, you can't do it. It truly, really is that simple. And we do that so much. Honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, Facebook people, I've done it myself this morning. Because I was set a challenge this morning by a certain Mr. Brad Burton through his Now What Club to, which is awesome, by the way, to make several phone calls. And I have procrastinated the hell out of doing them. I have procrastinated past myself about making the phone calls because I believe that I'm not very good at making phone calls. I believe that I can't do it. And guess what? I can't do it. Do you see how that works? It truly is that simple. But there are certain things in life that we all know we can do. I used in that example the thing of making a cup of tea. You don't even question that. You absolutely know, 100%, completely and utterly know that you can make a cup of tea. You don't even think, when you fancy a cup of tea, you don't think, now then, can I? Can I really make that cup of tea? Will I be able to put that tea bag in the mug? I just don't know if I can. Will I be able to get that milk out of the fridge and pour it on top of the hot water? I just don't know if I can. You don't do that, do you? You just think, I'll have a cup of tea. So you get your mug and you put your tea bag in and you pour your water on and you put the milk in, if you have milk. I have green tea, so I don't, but anyway. And there you go, hey presto, cup of tea. You don't think about whether you can make a cup of tea or not. You just make it. You don't question each part of the process to see whether you might be able to manage it. You just do it because you know you can do it. So the point of day 67, oh here we go, I finally started doing my second follow-ups, been putting them off. Sales rep, good. And I know I've said before that I procrastinated the hell out of doing these phone calls this morning, but I've done them. And the reason I've done them is because I know I have to report back to Brad Burton later. And I don't know if anyone's met Brad Burton. Some of you have that are watching me. Some of you might not have. But, you know, I don't really want to get told off by Brad Burton. So there you go. So that's why I've done them in the end. So, you know, and I've talked on here before about accountability, and I talk in my club about accountability, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But really, before the accountability thing, what day 67 of the book is encouraging you all to do is to put yourself in that mindset of making a cup of tea. So to imagine that you're making a cup of tea, you know you can do it, it's absolutely fine, don't question it, you just do it. Put yourself in that mindset and then do whatever it was you wanted to do. And that's what I did this morning to make myself do those calls. I sat here for 5 minutes in my beautiful office. I sat here and I thought, right, can I make a cup of tea? Yes, I absolutely can. Can I do all the bits? Yes, I can. Can I make this phone call? Yes, I absolutely can. And I picked up the phone and I made the phone calls. Okay? So, your thoughts about whether you can do something or whether you can't do something will determine the outcome of that, okay? If you tell yourself constantly that you can't do something, guess what? You can't do it. If you tell yourself constantly that you can do something, guess what? You can do it. It's absolutely all in there. Totally and utterly 100% in there. So, now, Kenny, you've put there, I struggle. What do you struggle with, mate? What do you struggle with? Thinking that you can... Well, I know you're struggling at the moment. Kenny, for the benefit of those of you who don't know him, has not broken his leg. He's done something weird to his leg and he can't walk properly at the moment, bless him. Anyway, so tell me your things. Tell me your things. What can you and can't... What do you not think you can do? What do you think you can do? Okay? Eat your frog. Good girl, Kate. Go on. Yes, good. I'm going to message you later and make sure you did it. Hurrah. Kate's been procrastinating on writing her next training class. Caroline, I didn't even notice you'd pressed the angry face, Caroline. Sorry, it's fine. You've done a smiley one now. That's fine. Good girl. Kenny's struggling to make a cup of tea. Yes, that's because he can't walk. Okay. But the actual physical act, Kenny McKay, stop messing with me. The actual physical act of making a cup of tea, you can do, can't you? You know you can do it. Yes. So, yes, I don't like calling people either, James Chisholm. It's my thing. I don't like it. I've done it this morning. I'm very proud of myself that I've done it, but I don't like it. And Kate Beddoe, brilliant. I'm going to check in with you later. And for those of you who don't know, Kate mentions eating the frog. And that comes from a book, which I haven't read, but it's called Eat the Frog. And the frog is basically that job that you don't want to do in a day. And what we do is we spend our day finding all the other stuff and procrastinating and doing all lots of little other things that we convince ourselves are really, really important, instead of just doing the one thing that we know we have to do, that we're not looking forward to doing. In my case, making sales calls. And so the advice in this book is to do that first. Eat the frog. Start off by eating the frog. Do it first. And then everything else just follows. Everything else just follows. I'm still working on eating the frog. Yeah. I should, I should do some work on myself on making phone calls. And then I should do a workshop on it, shouldn't I, hey? And teach everyone how to overcome that fear. Because I think it's a fear of a lot of people, especially self-employed people. Massive fear. So, anyway, I will round up. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Pure and simple. If you tell yourself you can't do something, you can't do it. If you tell yourself you can do something, you can do it. I would love, love, love to hear any stories of things that you've done, things that you've told yourself you can do and managed to do them, things that you tell yourself you can't do. Send me your stories. I'd love to hear. Put them in the comments or email me, joe@thehappinessclub.co.uk. I'm going to finish by saying that my lovely book, which you're all desperate to buy now, is on Amazon. It's called Get Happy. Oh, James Chisholm's happy to be my guinea pig. Awesome. Let's do that, mate. Let's do that, do that, do that. Awesome. Let's do it. So watch this space for a workshop on making phone calls. But I have to overcome my own procrastination about it first, obvs. Yes, if there are any parents out there, I am particularly looking for parents at the moment. Not for myself, obviously, but because I am running a workshop on the 30th of June. I'll put the details in the comments below this video. And again, it works along the same lines as me talking about overcoming my thing about making sales calls and then putting a workshop on. I'm doing this workshop because it's all about the stuff I overcame and overcome on a daily basis in this wonderful world of parenting. Because parenting's the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. It's the most rewarding, brilliant, amazing thing, but it's also the hardest thing I've ever done. And so I'm doing a workshop specially for parents on the 30th of June, a half-day workshop, to teach you the techniques that I use every day that got me to a much calmer, happier place in my parenting journey. It's a complete going off on a tangent from what this live was supposed to be about, but I wanted to mention it anyway. I'll put the details in the comments. Thank you very much for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday. I'm going to have some lunch now. I hope you are too. Go and do the things that you're telling yourself you can't do. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So think you can. Okay? Thanks. Take care. Bye.